Hi guys and gals, it's John
And Emily.
from AFK Books and Records in beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we're getting ready for the surge. Not the storm surge, the customer surge. Look at our amazing new vinyl bins filled, not properly labeled yet, but filled with amazing vinyl. Come on in and check it out. In addition, we're gonna have all of this stuff tomorrow that we're about to show you, and we're gonna kick it off right now. Kick it! We're listening to some Kick It right now. With this amazing Thundercat and Tame Impala single, No More Lies, the first new Thundercat song in 3 years, and our vote for Album Art of the Year. Look at that, the little tiny Impala is chasing the cheetah, chasing the Thundercat. How cool is that? Pitchfork says of their swirling new single, Stephen Bruner and Kevin Parker play a pair of undateable Los Angeles dudes whose music is way smoother than their moves. We've got a super smooth, limited, single-sided single with a cheetah screen print on the flip side. There it is. You can see it. Thundercat, Tame Impala. Pricey, but oh so worth it. There you go.
Next up, we have some De La Soul. 2 is a magic number. 2 of the hottest hip-hop singles of all time, now pressed on pretty black wax in a colorful hardstock sleeve. R.I.P. Trugoy. See it there.
All right, so you're going to see a lot of records from this label called Def Jam.
You may have heard of them.
From New York City. Here we go. We're kicking it off with the Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill. What's the time?
It's time to get ill.
The trio's perennial debut album was the first hip-hop album to top the Billboard 200 chart. Released in November 1986, it features classic anthems including Hold It Now, Hit It, Brass Monkey, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, and the MTV staple, You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Potty. We're listening to that right now. Or as we just said for Jazz, you gotta bite for your right to potty. It's true, she does. Hip Hop's 50th anniversary LP on indie exclusive Fruit Punch vinyl. All of these are going to be on this beautiful Fruit Punch vinyl color, and they're limited. So if you want them, get them now.
Yep.
Very rare to see many of these records on color, for sure. All right.
Next up, we have Jhené Aiko, Sell Out. These 7 soul tracks were originally released by the Los Angeles native in 2015. Features guest appearances from Kendrick Lamar, Ab-Soul, Childish Gambino, and Vince Staples on Fruit Punch vinyl.
Cool. Next we got the B-52s, Time Capsule, Songs for a Future Generation. The Athens Innovators' greatest hits, available for the very first time on wax that's hotter than a Love Shack. We got a limited edition pink and purple double vinyl with hits like Planet Claire, Rock Lobster, Private Idaho, Love Shack, Rome, and Is That You, Modine? And so many more. The B-52s, Georgia, represent.
Next up is Neo, another hip hop 50th. This 2006 double platinum debut by the sensational Arkansas native R&B artist topped the Billboard 200 chart when it first came out.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Hold these babies up.
Okay.
I just saw these folks live. Hopefully you saw them live too, Tuesday night with the Foos. Breeders' Last Splash, 30th anniversary edition, remastered from the original analog tapes and cut at half speed at Abbey Road. Includes a bonus one-sided 12-inch of 2 previously unreleased session tracks, Go Man Go and Divine Mascus, featuring Jay Mascus and a 16-page lyrics booklet. Jay Mascus is not in the box, but he is featured on this. That was an awesome Driving on 9 bumper sticker that you'll score, and a poster you'll score with this amazing Breeders record.
Yep. Next
If you
up,
act fast.
super fast, is
Like a
Music Soul
cannonball.
Child.
Gigantic.
I just want to sing. The debut album, originally released in 2000 from the Philly hip-hop R&B soul artist, has been re-released as part of the Hip Hop 50th celebration on limited Fruit Punch vinyl.
Fruit Punch. It's popular. Everybody loves it. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, released in 1988. It is the hip-hop legend and pioneer's debut album, featuring the hits Children's Story, Teenage Love, and Hey Young World. The album topped the Billboard R&B hip-hop chart for 5 consecutive weeks. Hip-hop's 50th anniversary edition 2 LP on, you guessed it, Fruit Punch vinyl.
Next is Public Enemy, Yo Bum Rush the Show.
Yo!
Their influential debut album was one of hip-hop's fastest-selling records when it was released in 1987. Produced by the Bomb Squad and executive producer Rick Rubin, each track is comprised of kicking heavy guitars toward the front, honing the loops, rhythms, and samples into a roar with as much in common with rock as rap. Hip Hop 50th.
Yo, yo. Rick Ross, Port of Miami, the rapper's platinum certified debut album, which topped the Billboard 200 chart when it was released in 2006, featuring the top 10 hits Hustlin' and Push It, Hip Hop 50th Anniversary 2 edition, or 2 LP on, what color vinyl is it, folks? Answer this question. It is Fruit Punch. There you go.
Next up, we have Kylie Minogue, Tension, the 16th studio album from the Aussie pop legend. It's a record of euphoric, empowered dance floor bangers and sultry pop cuts. Limited edition transparent orange. Fun fact, she is the only female artist to score a #1 album in 5 consecutive decades in the UK.
5 decades.
That's
wow.
a lot.
That's a lot of time. Here, hold my life. Replacements, Tim Let It Bleed edition. The 4 CD 1 LP box set features the group's classic 1985 album, remixed by Ed Stasium and expanded with previously unreleased studio and live recordings, including an Alex Chilton produced session, plus a complete 1986 concert. Includes a bonus tote right there with purchase while supplies last.
Yep.
Look at all these amazing tracks, the replacements. We love the replacements. Heck yeah.
Next is
Go ahead. Kick it.
Tom Waits' Swordfish Trombones, his 8th studio album and the first he produced by himself. It marked the beginning of his foray into the experimental with unusual instrumentation and a more abstract approach to rock. Newly remastered with audio sourced from the original master tape and restored album packaging pressed on a 180-gram vinyl.
Next up, Tom Waits' Rain Dogs, his 9th studio album, a loose concept album about the urban dispossessed of New York City. This newly remastered album was produced by Tom and his wife, Kathleen Brennan. The album was sourced from the original master tape with restored album packaging pressed on 180-gram wax.
Got some more Tom. This time it's Frank's Wild Year, originally released in '87. It's his 10th studio album, entitled for a play of the same name, which he authored with his wife. Remastered from the original tapes and pressed on 180-gram wax.
Next up, Mr. James Blake, Playing Robots into Heaven. The London native singer-songwriter recently released his 6th studio album, which Pitchfork is calling a clear return to his electronic roots. This limited edition vinyl is an indie-exclusive deluxe LP featuring a bonus poster and alternative artwork.
Next we have Cannibal Corpse, Chaos Horrific, the 16th from the death metal band formed in Buffalo and now relocated to Tampa. We've got a limited version for you, pressed on fog marble.
All right, next up, Ms. Paula Cole, This Fire. The DIY masterpiece written and produced by Paula was recorded in just 2 weeks and includes a guest appearance from Peter Gabriel. She actually was a backup singer for Peter Gabriel during his tour, and I saw her with Pete in Seattle many years ago. Really great show. Nominated for 7 Grammys, it was originally mastered by Bob Ludwig and has now been mastered for vinyl for the very first time by ubiquitous Sorcerer Supreme Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, and is pressed at RTI on 180-gram wax. We've got it now for a limited time on translucent blue. So bougie, so British. Paula Cole, This Fire.
Turned you into
Not at all. Not at all. So, I don't know.
Knock off Robin Leach or something.
Yeah.
Next is Mark Hudson's Starbound Stories, originally known for being a lead singer of the London-based power metal band Dragon Force, who had the pleasure of opening for some Maiden band. Now he's known for this killer rockin' solo album.
All right, next up, we got the 50-50. The Beginning, the 4-member K-pop girl group that travels in between the real world of full of challenges and the ideal world filled with love, friendship, and happiness. We've got their latest CD packed up nice in an on-brand bougie orange or pink. Time to go home.
Next is
We're getting punchy.
Tori Amos, Scarlet's Walk. Newly remastered and cut at half speed on double vinyl, the critically acclaimed album follows her as she describes the story of a post-9/11 America through the lens of a cross-country road trip and the people she met along the way. It features songs, a sort of fairy tale, and Taxi Ride, along with the rest of the original track list that makes up a journey of sadness, grace, and longing.
Next,
Ow.
Sorry.
Oh my
Next
God.
up, Devondra Banhart, Flying Wig. I've just stabbed Emily. An
Workers' Comp!
album of recurrent dualities, a can of paradoxes, a box of worms. The pine-surrounded cabin studio where he was constantly listening to the Grateful Dead somehow birthed something slick, city pop adjacent, and Eno-esque. Here it is. We've got a slick, opaque blue vinyl edition for you for a limited time. Devondra.
I'll try. try to
Sorry,
lift
Emily.
these records with my injured arm. Oh no. Next is Chapel Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Pitchfork named as one of the most anticipated albums of fall 2023. Missouri born and raised, the artist explores embracing life's messy and imperfect moments during her personal self-discovery journey.
Next up, Steven Sanchez, Angel Face. This 20-year-old from El Dorado Hills, California, has released his debut album, including songs Until I Found You, Evangeline, and Only Girl. This is an indie-exclusive gold vinyl. Steven, you gotta look. He looks like a crooner here. Check him out. He's ready. That boy is ready to croon.
Next up we have Kevin Drew, Aging, the third solo album from the former member of the Canadian indie rock band Broken Social Scene. Each of the 8 tracks explores themes of midlife experience, including love and loss.
Next up, August Burns Red, Found in Faraway Places. The American metalcore band, originally from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, has gained global attention for mixing the heavy sound of metal with moving lyrical content. We have a limited edition of their 10th and latest pressed on bone white vinyl.
Next up is Jackson Browne, his debut newly remastered and including the top 10 hit Doctor My Eyes and fan faves like Jamaica Say You Will and Rock Me on the Water. The hardstock packaging reproduction has the texture of the original burlap and includes a lyric sheet.
Next up, we got Madonna, Madam X, music from the theater experience. This 3 LP set showcases 22 live performances of songs that span the remarkably different eras of her iconic career. It was recorded a few years ago in Lisbon, Portugal during her Madam X tour and was her first time performing live in smaller venues since 1985. Get well soon, Madonna. We heard you've had some health issues and we love you. Hang in there, man.
Next up is Susan Tedeschi, Just Won't Burn. The Grammy-winning Boston native singer and guitarist album is celebrating its 25th anniversary, featuring It Hurts So Bad and Rock Me Right. This is a limited first pressing on 180-gram clear.
Wow. Denzel Curry, 32 Zell. This limited edition neon yellow vinyl is a reissue of the 2015 album by the Florida native hip-hop artist. Includes the Ultimate Remix featuring Juicy J and Delusional Shone featuring 12 Len. 12 Len.
Next is Slater, Star Beeper.
Star Beeper, we had to beep it.
This Missouri-born, all the Missouri-born artists' second studio album dives into her experience with fame and Los Angeles living, pressed on transparent mauve. This album features hit songs Out of Time, Miss Belladonna, and I Love Hollywood.
Now, the very best of country. This compilation features tracks from each of the 15 Now Country releases, includes hits by Carrie Underwood, Rascal Flatts, Eric Church, Miranda Lambert, and more on Lemonade Yellow Vinyl. Now, this is country.
Next is The New Pornographers Electric Version, 20th Anniversary Edition of the Canadian indie rock band's second album. NPR calls it gorgeous, open-hearted, full-throated music. Limited edition, opaque blue.
Stained, Confessions of the Fallen, the 8th album from the Radio Rock Titans and their first in over 12 years, features 10 pummeling rock anthems, including radio smash Lois and Me and brand new single Here and Now on Limited Orange with black and white splatter. Oh my God, I cannot stop. I cannot get out of this accent. I'm stuck with a country accent, which is good because I got a country album coming up, so I'm going to just keep right on going. Go ahead, Emily.
Next is Chet Baker, Live at Nick's. Recorded in November 1978, however, it wouldn't see the light until 1987, a year before the trumpeter's untimely death. Features pianist Phil Markowitz. The complete album plus 2 bonus tracks is now available for the very first time on 180-gram virgin vinyl.
Here we go. We got Carrie Underwood, Denim and Rhinestones, the country megastar's 9th studio album. This new edition features the original plus 12 songs plus 6 additional songs, including Take Me Out and her latest single, Out of That Truck. Take Me Out of That Truck. 2 LP picture disc. Here we go. It's just so much better with the accent. Take me out of that truck. But look how pretty this is. It's really it's a really pricey record, but it's worth it. Just don't leave it in your truck because it'll melt.
Yeah, take it out of that truck.
Take it out of that truck.
All right.
Carrie.
Next up is Chase Atlantic, Beauty and Death. After amassing over 350 million streams and receiving wide critical acclaim, the Australia-born and Los Angeles-based trio boldly pushed forward on their debut album for Fearless Records on indie-exclusive white vinyl.
Next up, Briston Maroney, Ultra Pure, the Tennessee folk rock singer-songwriter's sophomore album on indie-exclusive olive green wax.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Paul Rogers, Midnight Rose. The rock legend of Bad Company and Free fame is back with an album of brand new originals released by Sun Records, packaged in an embossed gatefold sleeve, and it includes a guide to the images within the mosaic on the cover and personal notes and images from Paul.
Sweet. So, as always, we've got a ton of restocks over there. We bought even more used stuff today, like another 40 really awesome records. Jazz is here for you. We got bins, all kinds of space to browse. You can actually flip through without needing to pull out each individual record to look at it. What do you think, Jazz? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to bite for your right to potty? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. See you guys soon. Be safe. Supposedly there's a storm coming through this weekend. We're gonna be here, so come and see us. We're on high ground. We love it here. So come be safe at AFK with us and spend lots of money. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Say bye, Jazz.